First and foremost, I want to give all honors and praises and glory belongs to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahabashai, Bahasham, Wahavaka Kwadash. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahabashai, who we reverence, and double honors to the elder apostles of great millstone that teach us truth well, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, the very few brothers and sisters listening and also learning across the globe. The Lord wants us to increase. The Lord wants us to grow. Okay, as you can see this image right here, it's a pepper that I bought, a couple days ago. And I'm going to get into it. I want to equate this with the scriptures. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 3. The Lord commands us to grow. 1 Corinthians 3rd chapter. And we're going to go straight to verse 5. Who then is Paul? And who is Apollos? Alright. But ministers, alright, servants by whom ye believed. And remember the Greeks, they had a habit of naming themselves after planets and so forth. Okay. And they were called him what? Paul Apollos. And you had another what? Disciple who was named by what? Apollos. Okay. Apollos. And he lived in what? The region of what?
Strong's G625.
Apollos. And he lived in the region of what? Alexandria, a Jew from Alexandria who was mighty in the scriptures. Okay. Who was converted by what? Paul, a teacher of so-called Christianity, an Israelite, which he was teaching the gospel. So let's read this again. 1 Corinthians 3, and let's go straight to verse 5. Who then is Paul? And who is Apollos? But ministers of whom ye believed, even as the Lord gave to every man. So every man was given their lot. Okay. And once you're given that faith, what happens? Because you could be teaching this word, but it's for another man to have that faith. Alright? You see, how that gives you that faith? I have planted. Alright? And the reason why I got this image, because these seeds, you can go to the shop, any shop, buy some peppers. Okay, I have planted. Alright? So Paul, he was planting. Apollos watered. So there's a saying in the world, you can take a what's it? You can take a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. Okay, everybody's got to put in their own work. Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. We're just here to give the word. Okay, and you got to put in the rest of the work, and Yahushua gives the increase. Alright? And this was the increase. This is what I got out of these seeds. I took the seeds out, planted it. How long have I been planting this? This has been about a month now. And this is how it's gotten. It's not budding at all. I'm not getting no peppers out of it. But it's just a plant, a flower. But you see how it's rooted. You got the different stems. And that's how it is with this truth. This is how it's supposed to be constantly growing. Alright? So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither is he that watereth, but the Most High giveth. It's Yahushua that gives us the increase. It's him that does it, because we can't do it of ourselves. This is not of ourselves. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one. Yahushua. Okay, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's the one that planteth and he's the one that watereth. And when you water plants, what happens? It grows. But you can't overwater plants, because you can actually kill the plants if you overwater them. And I've done that a few times. And every man shall receive his own reward according to his labor. So what's this really down to? Your own labor. You got to put in. No other man can do that for you. Bear me just a minute. Come on now. One thing at a time. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and 19. It's Yahushua that gives the increase. Alright? Bear me just a minute. So we're going to grab Ecclesiasticus. This is one of my favorite scriptures as well. I think it's 6 and 19. 6 and 19. Come unto her as one that ploweth. Alright? So this deals with what? Husbandry. Alright? Because the Lord, he deals with husbandry. Okay. Is he not going to gather the wheat and the tares? So the Lord deals with husbandry. Okay. Come unto her as one that ploweth. What's plowing? Toiling. You're digging. You're putting in that labor. And soweth. What are we sowing? The seeds of righteousness. And wait for her good fruit. It takes time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get fruits out of this, but it turns into flowers. Okay? But when you're planting, what are you waiting for? The fruit of that labor. For thou shalt not toil much in laboring. Okay? Because you've put in that work about her. For thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon. In due time. You're going to see the end of your work. Okay? And that's what it's about. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He does this without understanding, will not remain with her. And that's why this truth, it can't be so much of a burden to you. You should want to do this. Alright? So now we just go to Matthew 15 and 13. This ain't going to be a long lesson. Alright? Go to Matthew 15. You know what? Let's go to 21. So bear me just a minute. She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial. So this is why men, they go right back into the world, and they get fed up, because this truth, the wisdom is too much of a trial for them. They can't handle it. They get fed up, and he will cast her from him if it be long. For wisdom is not according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. All right. So you get guys, they get fed up of teaching, they get fed up of doing the work. You can't get fed up of this. There's always something to speak about. There's always another topic to do. Always. Let's go into Matthew 15. Matthew 15, and we're going to go straight to verse 13. But he answered and said, every plant which my Father, Heavenly Father, have not planted, you see how these precepts link up, shall be rooted up. So if you're not planted by the Heavenly Father, which the Heavenly Father, what in John 17, it talks about those that were given to Yahweh Shai. Okay, so every plant which my Heavenly Father have not planted, it shall be rooted up. Eventually it's going to be rooted up, plucked up. So the men of the Lord that are going to abide in the truth, they're planted by Yahweh Shai. They're rooted by Yahweh Shai. Those that are not planted, those that are not supposed to be there, they're not going to be there. Those that are not supposed to endure, they're not going to endure. Verse 14, let them alone. Talking about the false prophets. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. So all these things are coming to pass. Who's really about the truth, who's not? You're going to see those that are abiding, and you're going to have more that will fall out in these last days. That's why you've got to pray as well. The Lord Yahweh keeps you planted. So with this lesson, I hope this was edifying. And until the next time, Shalom.